Puns by Aaron Brooks. So, what is a pun? The literary definition of a pun is the use of words or phrases to exploit ambiguities and innuendos in their meaning, usually for a humorous effect, a play on words. Three kinds of puns exist: homophonic, homographic, and compound puns. So what are its uses? It can make you laugh, make you think, clarify the meaning of a difficult text, or even introduce ambiguity. First off, homographic puns often rely on words that have multiple meanings. For example, there was a sign on the lawn at the drug rehab center that said, "Keep off the grass." In this case, grass is referring to the drug instead of the plant, to make it funny. Another example is, there was once a cross-eyed teacher who couldn't control his pupils. In this case, he's referring to his eyes, the teacher's eyes, instead of the student's, which is also supposed to be humorous. Next, homophonic puns are different. They rely on homophones, which are words that sound alike. For example, atheism is a non-profit organization. Well, you can see in the parentheses, non-profit is the same sounding, but it's completely different meaning. The other example is, police were called to a daycare where a 3-year-old was resisting arrest. It's pretty explanatory, and they're mostly used for jokes. Lastly, we're going to talk about compound puns. It is a multi-section style that has utilized most simple jokes. For example, did you hear about the guy whose whole left side was cut off? He's alright now. And, why was it so hot in the stadium after the game? Because all the fans left. It doesn't matter what version of a pun we used, homographic or homophonic. It is the question in the statement format that makes it a compound pun. Unfortunately, not all puns are so easy to understand. In the famous Romeo and Juliet, Shakespeare says, through Mercutio, "As for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man." In this instance, Mercutio is talking to Romeo, spurring jokes, and says tomorrow he will be a serious man, but in fact, Shakespeare is foreshadowing Mercutio's imminent death the next day by using the word grave. The other example is, Mercutio says, "Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you a dance." Romeo says, "Not I, believe me, you have dancing shoes, with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead, so stakes me to the ground I cannot move." Soul is not referring to the shoe, it is actually referring to his soul is heavy, and he's unable to move, and he's ultimately nervous. Honestly, I hope you guys all learned something. Good day and good night.